have a panel discussion. Thank you.
Thank you. Excuse my notes, these are my slides, I'm afraid, so I'm lagging it slightly. So yeah, I'm from KTN, and at KTN we've got a mission to connect for positive change. So we do that partially through our innovation network programme. So yeah, what we do is we unite some of the best minds and greatest thinkers from across the UK in different areas of innovation, development and new technologies. So together they're charged with finding answers to some of the biggest challenges that we face, and to help introduce positive change and shape our collective future. So I'm actually leading on the Design Innovation Network, but today I'll be talking to you about the Battery Systems Innovation Network. So we've also got an innovation network that looks at hydrogen. And if you're interested in that, I can introduce you to my colleague that leads in that area. We have one on ports and harbours, decarbonising ports and harbours, which might also be of interest. And I can introduce you to my colleague that leads that as well, if you're keen to know more. So these are the main aims of the Battery Systems Innovation Network, and the mission statement when the project was launched in March 2020. So this is a 2-year project. It's part funded by KTN and part funded by the Faraday Battery Challenge, and we're running until March 2022, but we're looking at options longer term beyond March 2022, thinking about what we're going to do next. So these are the founding members who set up this group. It's a small, informal, cross-sectoral community discussing batteries beyond the automotive industry back in 2018. So from 11 founding members, the community has grown to 1,600. The Rail Industry Association, who's hosting today's conference, is one of the founding members, and Sam, who invited us to present today, participates regularly in meetings. So yeah, through today's session, we're hoping to form further links with the rail sector. This is a snapshot of our new online platform, which I think went online yesterday or the day before. We'll invite you to have a look at that. It includes lots of useful material and information. And if you register, you can receive the newsletter and take part in our networking portal. So it is free to register, and it's open to everybody across sectors who's got an interest in battery systems. The hub is a great tool for making new connections and meeting people to collaborate with. So one of the most popular things that is part of the network is the landscape map. This is a snapshot. The map features 300 organisations and aims to showcase the breadth of UK battery capability, including manufacturers, supply chain, OEMs, researchers and end users. And you can use filters on the landscape map to explore the spread of organisations across different sectors, different geographies, so across rail, maritime, aviation, and sort of look at and explore how the supply chain is shaped. So if you take a look at that and your organisation is missing, it's pretty easy to sign up, and we refresh it regularly, so you can be included. There is an opportunity there. One of the other activities that the network has run has been a webinar series. We ran one this year looking at batteries for defence, maritime and rail. So all of the recordings from that series are available online. So we've got some takeaways from that series, which we publish separately. So yeah, rail only makes 2% of land surface emissions in the UK, but it's got an impressive list of green credentials. So yeah, continuous electrification, I think, as the other speakers have alluded to, is the best solution, but not all parts of the network will benefit the same way. So alternatives and technology synergies are part of the key to getting there. Yeah, vehicles and tools used by the railway networks are a market segment that's ripe for innovation. There's a strong business case to have line-side energy storage units, for example. The battery costs for rail are 10 times what we see in automotive. Hybridised energy source helps lower the initial cost of investment while making the most of technology. Cost saving is a priority. And yeah, in terms of batteries versus hydrogen, batteries fill in the gap where total electrification cannot be achieved. And hydrogen then comes in as a support energy source when a train hasn't halted long enough to charge. This again reiterates the point of not looking at solutions in isolation and independent of existing technologies. So yeah, that's a little summary of the podcasts that we've ran to date. They're all available online for you to listen to, and new episodes will be coming out in the new year, so watch out for those as well. So beyond March 2022, when the funding for the current innovation network concludes, we will be looking to focus on battery recycling, which is a sort of conversation that we feel is very topical. There's lots of research out there, it's a little bit disparate and fragmented, but what we'd be looking to do beyond March 2022 is to produce recommendations and communicate those recommendations across different sectors about how battery technology might be recycled. So thank you very much for having me today as part of your community. It's good to be here. I've had some good chat so far. If you'd like to be connected to Nicoletta or Sheena, who unfortunately can't be here today, these guys run the Battery Systems Innovation Network. There's also Stefan, who runs hydrogen, and Mark, who runs decarbonising ports. And if anyone's interested in design, I'll happily chat to you about that also. Thanks.
Thank you very much.